They try to rip you off, but we won't let it happen. They want your money real bad. Doesn't matter who they rip off to make a buck. That's why you really need to count on Bash Bros, Bash Bros, Bash Bros.
Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome to another video. This is called Trading Crypto Meme Coins, Rules of the Game, right? So here's an analogy, okay guys? Imagine that you're playing a game called basketball, right? You love this game called basketball, but there's only just one problem. You're up against some of the most tallest, strongest guys in the space, and these guys are amazing. NBA stars, right? And this is you guys over here. Okay, this is you here. Okay, now you've got this ball in front of you. Imagine that you're playing this game and you try your very best, but you start kicking this ball, right? And this guy's just like, what the heck? He starts laughing at you like, haha, what the heck is this guy up to, right? You start kicking this ball, and instead of trying to kick it into this guy's hoop, into here, you turn around and you try to kick it into your hoop, right? The issue is, this is a representation of what's going on in the crypto space right now. You don't know that you're playing a game, well maybe you do, but no one's taught you how to play by the rules. There's rules of this game, okay? Now remember that I said that levers are being pulled to keep you guys in the dark so that you don't know the rules of the game. Because how can you win against these guys if you don't know the rules? That's the reality, and that's what's happening here in the crypto space. So let's cover some of the most fundamental rules of this game. Okay, let's get rid of this stuff. Get rid of our NBA star there. So the number one rule of this game is the person that is first wins. Okay, so imagine that we're standing in a line or in a queue. Okay, now it's we've been really busy for lunch. We want to just go get some food. You know, we're all a little bit tired halfway through the day, and we're lining up in this queue in this cafeteria waiting to be served some food, right? Some nice food here. All right, now this guy who's first in the queue, he gets his first chance at placing an order and getting his food, right? Now everyone in the queue gets their turn to go get some food. What do you reckon is going to happen as we get along further and further in the queue? Right, we're going to run out of food. So this guy's okay, right? But this guy, he's a little bit upset because we've run out of food. This is exactly what happens in the crypto space, right? With meme coins. This guy's he places his orders first, so he's got his tokens at a low price, right? And then price surges, all the hype is in the coin or in the project, and it's doing really, really well. As you move along the queue, right, and you buy at a higher price, you're not doing so good, okay? And so there's hardly any more room for you to make money. So the question is, where are you in the queue, right? You'll tell because I've seen a lot of you in your emails, you've come back and said, oh man, I jumped into this project. It looks so well. They had heaps of great promises, but I've just lost all my money. Well, here's the reality. You are at the end of the queue, okay? So then the challenge is you have to try and figure out how to just go from here and just jump somewhere at the beginning of the queue. Now you don't need to be first. You don't have to be the first guy, right? But there are ways to get in here, right? And I'm telling you, all of these guys make crazy money, right? So that's the name of the game, is to jump the queue, right? Now with this rule, it's really broken into two different. I break it up into two different areas, right? Two different areas. So we've got our first area, right? is there is a speed of information. Okay, speed of information. This means that those that get their information first get to place their order first. So let's just say there's this hyped up coin by a couple of random brothers called the Bash Brother token, right? It's said that it was going to hit $1 billion market cap. Okay, 1 bill market cap. Everyone was so excited, right? So the ones that get the information first, they're able to buy at the lowest price, right? So there's the price up there. They're able to buy it at a low price before it shoots off, okay? So these guys have an advantage on you because they're getting their information before you, all right? So speed of information is one part of this rule. The second part of this rule is speed of execution, okay? So a lot of you will know that I put out a couple of videos on our YouTube channel just breaking down how some of you guys, right, are participating in, let's just say in particular, a launch of a new token. So let's just call it this amazing token called the Bash Brothers token. Who the heck are these guys, right? So they launched this Bash Brothers token. There are many people in this game that have an advantage of execution, having a greater speed of execution. These guys have a lot of money, right? They have a lot of tech, which means that these guys up here, they can beat you, right, to get in front of the queue. So while you're just like, oh yeah, let's just say you're getting your information off Twitter or whatever, saying that there's this drop of this new launch that's going to be taking place at such and such time. These guys that have all this money and all this tech, they're able to beat you in the queue because they can execute faster than you can, right? So here's the real rules of the game. It's trying to either compete in where you get your information, right? Let me just change color here. So it's either trying to compete in this area or compete in this area, right? Now most of you guys, I'm talking about just the standard guys that just want to make a good, living in this space. Most of you guys probably won't compete in the speed of execution area. The real difference that you're going to make is in this area here, which is the speed of information, okay? So this is going to lead us into our next video really well, which is called, I'm just going to be breaking down the playbook, the whole entire playbook. But I hope that going through these analogies and just explaining the rules of the game, your eyes can be opened up to be like, oh, okay, so now I know why I'm getting the results that I'm getting. It's because I'm at the back of the queue. All I need to do all I need to figure out is how to get ahead of the queue. Okay, so I'm going to lay out the playbook. You're going to see where you fit in the playbook, and then we're going to try and figure out what we need to do in order to resolve that. Okay, so hope that video makes sense, and I'll see you guys in the next video.